All right, let's talk about finding my niche, which hopefully helps you in your venture to find your niche. And what everybody says is do what you're good at, right? And that makes perfect sense. Do what you're good at. But what doesn't make perfect sense is what you're good at isn't, and sometimes what you like to do. So what you're good at, I'm trying to get this camera, whatever. So what you're good at and what you like to do might not have long legs where it's not going to burn you out. Also, content, like what you like to do and what you're good at, may not be full arena full of content. And also, what if you're good at a lot of things? And I'm not doing too much of that, but I am. And the thing that I made my career about was something I don't like. And I don't want to do that. I don't want to like put that out to the world, which is the other thing. So you're looking for this thing that you want to do, that you're good at, that there's a lot of content available, and it's something that you want or you desire to put out to the world. It's complicated. So I'm looking. I'm in a way. And this is gonna sound weird, but in a way, I'm tragically looking for my thing. And what do I mean by tragically looking? It's like all consuming to some degree because it is the thing that you're going to put out to the world. And that thing must be something that you're ready for in all the regards of, does it have the content available? Are you Does it have legs for you? Are you going to get burnout? Do you have the real desire? So I've been playing and having fun. I'm a playful guy inherently, just it's built into me. But I also like to do this, which is just be open and talk, right? So like I'll do a podcast, right? Most of you aren't going to last to this point. It's 3 minutes, 23 seconds. Most of you aren't going to get here. There's probably going to be like four people are going to see this, right? At this point. So then it becomes, for me, what I like to do is, again, like I said, this, and then it's like nobody's going to stick around, right? So then you get this brain thing. So then you're like, oh, okay. In shorts, I'm a long form guy. I watch 99% of the things that I consume are long form. I do the instant gratification scrolling thing on the shorts like everybody else, but I do it very minimal. I literally force myself to do long form because I feel like the shorts kind of are a little bit deteriorating for society, nonetheless the individual. So I really want to do long form stuff, and um, but in order to do long form, you need to get eyes on you. For anybody to rather, for anybody to care about your long form, if it's not like, oh, I'm going to teach you how to do YouTube or whatever, or Joe Rogan or some big name, if you're not established, for anybody to care about somebody that is not established, you need to create care first, or have an incredibly um, um, connecting topic, if you will. So then it's like, okay, well, how do you do that every day too, right? So some of my point is that the thing that I really enjoy doing, which is this, just talking, is going to require people to find me. So know me, like me, and trust me, right? And in order to get to the point that that has happened, I need to get eyeballs on me. So I'm almost forced to do short form, and we're at 5 minutes and 43 seconds. It's crazy how fast this flew. But so I'm assuming the reason I'm doing this video at all, other than for me, is for you to understand that we're kind of in this together. If you're searching and struggling to find your thing, is it cooking? Are you a cook? And if you are a cook, do you want to do cooking videos all the time for the rest of your life? I don't know. So it's a matter of like seeing these things that are out there that I'm a hound. I'm sniffing stuff out constantly. And I'm just looking at this camera and it's like, ugh. But I'm a hound. I'm constantly sniffing things out, trying to see who's doing what, how many videos do they have, what's the views on their videos, how, potentially like how many viewers, followers, subscribers, etc. do they have, and how does that seem to be working out for them? And then also, like, what's their ability with their brand to be able to turn that into something more than AdSense, right? That's another, I mean, like maybe the most important thing. Like, how do I create a product? How do I turn this into a product that therefore then I can create products off from this product and sell them to folks that are interested. And I'm 50 years old. So here at 50 years old, I start really considering like my long term, like how long do I have? How long do I have before you still find me interesting? I'm surely not as good as I once was, but I'm also much better than I've ever been in some other regards. So a huge amount of questions kind of like take place for me at my age. And some of them are just silly. Maybe what I just said is silly. Maybe everything I've just said is silly. I don't know, but it seems somewhat vital to me, I suppose. And you have the people that are like, you just got to press record. You just got to press record. Okay, that's great. And then what? To some degree, right? Because there's looking at your views ends up being a bit like um there's a happy sad, right? So when you see your views are doing what you would consider good, like most of my like shorts get 1,000, 2,000, 580 views, nothing crazy. And I just started maybe 2 months ago. I have a couple different channels and I'm trying to find my thing, right? And so I watched the views, and I've been noticing that on where I'm going to be posting this is on Jay Kane, my like personal brand channel, and um, I've noticed that this does better than my other thing, and I'm not hiding it, but at the same time, there's no reason to discuss it here. So then it's like, okay, well, do I lean into this? It's interesting, right? Do I lean into this? And the answer is both. Yes, lean into it. And then also continue the other thing, because the other thing is a product, is a brand, is a thing that I could potentially maybe even sell someday. So it becomes like you need to like lean into it all. So it's incredibly mind sucking to sit here and ponder all these things that seem to be impossible to figure out. You have so many people. So when somebody's doing well and you see them on their, Instagram, Facebook, whatever it is, YouTube, and you're like, oh, easy for them, easy for them. And some cases it is, and in some case, and people just strike lightning, right? It happens. And then on the other hand, most of them, it's a grind, right? So then it's like, oh, wait a minute, I'm gonna have to do this for like 2 years before it's really time to make a decision on whether I should quit or not, or change up rather. And yeah, yeah, that's why I'm doing a couple of things at once. I got this thing over here, then I got this thing. When I go fishing, I like using multiple fishing poles. My chances are better. Now, with that be said, it's a lot more effort because often I catch fish on both poles at the same time. It just happens all the time. And I'm not saying that that's what's happening or going to happen with my content, but the point is that you're I'm working two poles and it's a lot of effort and it's constant. My wife, my family for sure feel as though that I've probably taken from them. So and for time wise. So anyway, there you go. I hope this kind of makes sense. And I guess I don't have I mean I have a lot more to say, but yeah. So just keep looking for your thing and understand again, like I was saying, I just want people to know that I'm going through it with you. We're going through this. If and it's all possible. It is for sure possible for you and me to find success in this. And it's really going to be based on the audience, what the audience finds in you. It's not about what you want to do. Like they're only going to know what you put out to the world. So at the same time, based on what you put out to the world is going to be whether the audience enjoys it or not. And the thing that you're putting out to the world might not be the only thing you have in your basket, right? And you might be like, oh, I put it out to the world, nothing happened, I'm done, it doesn't work. And it could have been that other thing. So that's why I got all these fishing poles going on. Anyway, I hope this makes sense. I think it's going to make sense to some people. And this ain't scripted. I was just literally laying in bed and I thought, there's no way I'm not going to go say these words. And just, I had to get it out. So there you go. Now I just put it out. And um, as me and my grandson say, Bob Ross.